In Jeremiah, chapter 12, Jeremiah looked around, and felt that something didn't add up. He had been trying to live right, speak truth, and follow God sincerely, yet life was, truly, hard. At the same time, he saw people who lied, cheated, and ignored God, and somehow they were doing fine. They were growing, succeeding, and speaking as if they knew God, while their lives said otherwise. It troubled him deeply, so he didn't hide it. He went to God and said, "You are just, but why does this happen? Why do the wrong people seem to win?" God didn't respond with a long explanation. Instead, he answered in an unexpected way, "If running with ordinary people is exhausting you, how will you run with horses?" In other words, this is not the hardest part yet. Life will not get easier just because you are doing right, you will need strength for what lies ahead, not comfort for what you face now. Then it became even more personal. God warned him that even people close to him, his own circle, might turn against him. Following the right path would not guarantee safety or applause. But God was not distant or cold. He spoke with pain about his people. He said they had turned against him like a wild animal, even though he had cared for them. The land itself was suffering, because no one truly listened. This was not just judgment, it was grief. Then, quietly, the story widened. God spoke about the nations around Israel. They too would face consequences for their actions. But that was not the end. If they were willing to change and learn his ways, even they could be restored. So, it is clear that doing good is not useless. But it does not guarantee an easy road. It aligns you with God. It keeps you close to him. It shapes who you are for a harder road, so that you can endure and overcome, unlike others. Jeremiah began with a question: what is the use of doing right if wrong people succeed? God answered with something deeper: your life is not about competing with them. It is about becoming someone who can endure. Life is not fair. And somewhere along the way, the question begins to change. Not, is there any use in doing good? But, who will I become if I stop? The answer, someone who slowly loses clarity, strength, and purpose. So, the message is not, keep doing good so that life rewards you. But, stay faithful, because that is what keeps you from losing yourself. Amen.